It's Ryan from 2minutetennis.net, and in this video, I'm going to give you 3 tips you can copy from the John Isner service motion to help improve your serve. Now, I would highly recommend you go out and film yourself from the back so that you can look at the exact angle of your serve as you're seeing here with Isner. The first thing, when you toss the ball and you're lifting your racket up, have the tip of your racket pointing off to the side. I know there are some pros who don't do this. Ash Barty is an easy one that comes to mind. And I love her service motion. But if you're looking to improve your serve, having the racket actually point off to the side as you bring the racket up helps promote using the knock the birthday hat, trophy position motion rather than going into the waiter's tray. So film yourself, and after you toss the ball and you begin lifting your racket up, have the tip of your racket pointing off to the right. That helps you mimic the throwing motion as closely as possible. The second thing, when you get your racket into that trophy position where you're knocking off the birthday hat, make sure that your non-hitting hand, your tossing hand, is higher than the tip of the racket. What this does is it keeps your shoulders tilted correctly, where your tossing arm is higher than your hitting arm. That helps promote an upward swing into the ball. So many recreational players, they drop this tossing arm way too early the moment they toss the ball. That just yanks the front shoulder down, and you'll end up hitting the net more often and hit less spin. The last thing I want to show you, when Isner comes up to hit the ball, and I want you to look for this on all of your serves, kick, slice, flat, I want you to notice his strings are facing off to the side. It looks like he's going to hit the ball. He's like going to tomahawk chop the ball, hitting it with the frame. This is a supinated position, and this is one of the reasons why you want to use the proper grip, the continental grip. What this does is it forces you to rotate the racket into the inside of the hand. You'll notice his arm and his racket are not in a straight line, so focus that on your serve as the fastest way to pronate. That before you hit the ball, the racket is on edge, and then at contact, strings are facing the target, and then after contact, your strings are on edge again. So you'll notice prior to contact, since he's right-handed, his strings are facing off to the left, and after he hits the ball, his strings are facing off to the right. So his racket rotates 180 degrees in its strings where the strings are facing. Strings are then facing his target, so the racket's rotated 90 degrees, and now the racket's rotated 180 degrees. But I can tell you, make sure that at contact, you have this angle between the arm and the racket. This is actually the fastest way to pronate. The racket actually comes to slightly the inside of your hand. And by the way, you might be asking what type of serve this is. This is a flat serve down the tee for an ace. So focus on these ideas by filming yourself. After you toss the ball and you're lifting your racket up, have the tip of your racket pointing off to the side. That helps promote the knock the birthday hat off motion. When you knock the birthday hat off, look to see that your tossing hand is higher than the tip of your racket. That just keeps your shoulders tilted properly so you can swing up into the ball and be super aggressive, hitting fast and spinning. And last, make sure that you're coming up, leading with the edge. I want you to fool yourself. Feel like you're going to hit the ball with the edge of the racket. Then turn the racket slightly to the inside of your hand and be loose enough that the racket continues to turn and face the other direction. You use these 3 tips, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.